Welcome to Unmasked, where I interview amazing people.
Am I amazing? Is that why
Yes.
I'm here? You're amazing.
While trying on masks.
Oh.
That's pretty much the concept. Hopefully you get it. And if you don't...
And if you don't, well, I'm sorry, but it's a pretty straightforward concept.
Okay, so today Brandon chose his mask.
I did.
Which mask did you choose?
I chose a skin refining snail mask, and yes, we got a shot of that right there. We did read the back of it, and I believe it does have snail slime.
It does. It's made from snail secretion filtrate. It's from Alicia Quay.
Alicia Quay, I know her.
It's eco-friendly, by the way. Don't hate. It's eco-friendly.
Eco-friendly.
Meaning they didn't abuse any snails.
No, they just went around looking for already dead snails and squeezed the guts out of those. Let's put this on our face. If we have outbreaks after this, at least we going through it together, girl.
Is your face insured?
Absolutely not. Only my teeth.
Okay, so we're gonna put this on. Do you put on masks? Actually, I'm gonna put my hair up.
I have put on masks in the past.
Uh-huh.
I'm not the best, but I'm pretty good.
Okay.
We'll see how we go. I know you ripped this thing off. There we go. Now that's snail slime.
It's supposed to be good for you, for your
Okay.
face.
How many snails do you think it took to make one mask? We are adulting. Look at us practicing self-care.
Oh, it's cold.
Oh, it's very cold. Oh my gosh, it's
This
freezing.
is weird that we're gonna be doing the interview like this.
Yes.
Brandon is a comedian, YouTube star, director, filmmaker,
Well, we're both entrepreneurs. You and I.
artistpreneurs.
We both wear every hat. It's like you and
We
I.
wear
both-
every mask.
We wear every mask. We delegate every snail to do our bidding. No, yes. Well, I mean, I'm a comedian. If I had to define it in one word, I'm a comedian. But I, just like that's like saying, oh, well, if I had to define you in one word, you're a host or you're a
Yeah,
director.
I don't like being defined.
There's so many other things.
But then, how did you go from being a smaller creator to gaining traction?
FBE at the time they were known as the Fine Brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah, they made a video about me.
But why? How?
People were taking 6-second clips of my videos and putting them on Vine, and they would blow up on Vine, and no one would credit me. No one would say this is and several of my videos became memes on Vine, and no one.
No way.
A lot of people didn't know that it's the same person in these different memes, and then
Wow.
B, who that person even was.
Because they're all different characters.
Right, exactly.
And then they finally found you, or what?
Yeah, the Fine Brothers. Yeah, they found who I was. They did their homework, and they made a whole video about me.
And then that's what did it.
Oh my God! The next morning, my friend Salim from back home, he texts me. He says, "Go on Social Blade. Look at your Social Blade." And Social Blade, for those of you who don't know, is a data site
Yeah.
where you could see the daily, at the time at least,
Yeah.
you could see the daily view count, subscriber count that anyone would make on the channel.
Yeah.
So I go on Social Blade. It's a public database. There I am, 17,000 new subscribers
What?
overnight.
So from there, it was let's do this. And then you did weekly videos or more?
Weekly, yeah. I was like, we need to ride this wave because if you don't ride the wave while it's ramping up, then it's gonna go away, and who knows if I'll get that kind of wave again. So I was like, fuck, we got. And so I just started cranking out videos, extra, and the channel became what it is. And
I mean, we're really getting into this.
Right,
We're really
right.
trying it like it's real.
this, what's funny is that I'm looking, I see the monitor of what we look like, and it looks like we're just at. I feel like we're at home.
But that's the point.
You have coffee on your snail mask.
You're just pulling. You
I
need to
know. I
make
need you
sure.
to-
All right, so because then we're gonna take it off soon.
Yeah.
We're just making sure we want to see the results to see if we get better skin.
That feels oddly
Look,
satisfying.
Yeah, it's like a spa. How do you come up with your characters?
Oh, if I meet people who inspire me, I'll just base a character off of them.
But how much do you workshop? Do you write notes? Do you look in the mirror while you're acting
It
like
all starts
them?
with the look. The look is the most important thing. So the look is just as much a part of it as the personality.
Yeah.
So I will go to a store, find a wig or a outfit, glasses, hairpiece, whatever the character, makeup, and then I'll bring it home and I'll experiment with it, test out the makeup and the costume. And if I see it working, then I'll start to get a voice and I'll start to get it's just
No
playing. It's just a lot.
way.
It's a lot of mirror work because I used to do that when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I'd throw a towel on over my head and I'd be like, oh, she's a someone, or I would put a facial hair. When I was a kid, I always liked the idea of playing other people.
Have you had any failures? And how did you overcome? How do you overcome them?
You have to understand what's out of your control and what isn't out of your control. I've always had, this. I've always been pretty good at understanding if something's not in my control to just not worry about it. do I really care what anyone? I mean, as the years go on, I just care less and less what people think.
You're getting old. You're getting wiser.
I just care less because you find out everything's just a show, and most people on this planet don't know what they're doing. And I find that, like, I mean, working in the entertainment industry, I walked into this industry thinking like, oh my God, I have to conform and I have to do everything the right way and I have to do. And the more I'm working in this industry, the more I'm like no one else knows what they're doing. Just be yourself. Understand what sets people up. And I grew up super marginalized. I don't really feel loyal to one group of people.
Yeah,
so
in what way? Like, yeah.
Super marginalized in the sense of like both like economically, physically, sexually. Like I grew up fat, brown, and gay in a rich, white, straight town, and I just never felt an allegiance to any one group of people. I never, and not in a sad way or anything, but I just never felt like, don't make fun of them, those are my people. Don't talk about my people like that. I never felt like that about anything. Make fun of whoever you want around me. I never felt close to it. My mom was white, my dad was Asian, so I don't look like either of those fuckers. I had no siblings who were roughly around my same age. I had no friends until like high school. And so, like, growing up,
no way.
Exactly. And in the moment, like looking back on it, yes, that's very depressing. But in the moment, you can't really grieve what you don't have or what you never knew. And when I was a kid, I didn't really care.
Huh.
And I just
that's amazing because some kids would be impacted by that in a different way. Or did you feel like you made yourself okay with it because that was the only way to survive?
A little bit of both. I also just kind of, I don't know, I just didn't feel like I had that bad. I mean, I wasn't an unhappy kid. I had a great childhood. My parents were really the best parents. They pushed me creatively. They let me get whatever toy I wanted, in terms of like gender, whatever. So like when I was a kid, like 3 years old, they would just let me get. That's probably why I'm gay now. No, but
it's all about the dolls.
Right. My parents were the best thing in my childhood, but I didn't have any friends, so I never felt like I belonged to anywhere. My dad and mom were super whitewashed. So my dad was like the whitest Asian guy, and my mom was like the whitest white woman. And I grew up on hot dogs and hamburgers and raised with other white kids, so I didn't really have a sense
siblings?
of. I have a brother who's 5 years younger than me.
Okay.
So even then, that 5 years is enough of an age gap where you guys don't really like hang out in high school. You guys don't really. So
but I'm surprised all this didn't make you like angry or like annoyed, and like you were able to be. You went the other way. Like
there were some days I remember where I would just be at school and just look around at all the other kids hanging out and be like, fuck all of you for none of you wanting to hang out with me.
You obviously knew you were gay from a young age, and then
yeah, I actually remember my first gay thought.
What?
Well, I actually did not know I was gay. Because I didn't know that this happens with people. Your sexuality can like change through puberty. And I did not know that.
Sexuality changes in general.
In general, but like I didn't know that so many. Because I posted a video on Facebook about this, and a lot of people were like, yeah, when I went through puberty, I noticed I wasn't into.
Oh wow.
So I was really into women up until I was about like 12, and I remember having my first gay or like possibly gay thoughts. I'm like, does that mean I'm gay? I was at this I was at a golf course, and there was a guy working behind the counter at the lobby when you check in. And he was like, he must have been some like guy, like some blonde, like I was like what 12. He was a few years older than me, and I remember thinking like, if I'm not gay, but if I was gay, he would be my type. I think mine's falling off.
All right, we're gonna peel it off. Wow. Ooh. Oh my. Well, I guess I had a bit of makeup on. Ooh. Do you feel better? Does it?
I do feel better. How do I?
Maybe I should have gotten a mirror.
Oh, I do. iPhones make great mirrors.
So, oh my God. Oh, hey, we look good. Let's go to some of the questions that some people posted. Oh my God, this thing is like really. Someone goes, "It's yummy. Can I see your abs?" Just kidding.
Just kidding. Well, they're I don't know if you can. They're kind of off. They're not really there now.
Have you ever waxed?
Have I ever waxed? I've nared. I have nared.
Kyle Shepard 57. What's wrong with you in the nicest possible way?
What's wrong with me? Let me think. I should be going to therapy twice a week, but I only go one now. I don't think any.
What's the one thing you're working on right now?
Oh, what am I working? Like self-help.
Yeah, like what are you working on right now?
Like
what's a thing that's really?
I guess my biggest thing is just feeling more confident. I've been trying to take steps into feeling more confident. I'm really not a confident person, and these last few weeks I have been. It feels great.
All right, Meg Ackles.
What a name.
Which of his personalities is most dominant? I don't even know what that.
Dominant. Which I'm assuming which one of my characters is most. I imagine the CEO, Bryce Tank Thrust. She's a corporate mogul, owns many things. I think she's most dominant. Yeah.
Lily Jack is 84. What was his inspiration for making YouTube videos?
Oh my gosh. Well, everyone else making YouTube videos. So I'm seeing everyone like, I can do that. I want to try that. And just people around me. I'm the kind of guy who goes to a coffee shop and I'll meet someone behind the counter or just anywhere I go, the store, wherever. And I'm like, oh my God, that's such a character. And I can't just walk away and be like, well, that person was weird. Bye. I have to think about how weird that person was.
Who taught you all this? In the
no one. I'm just very judgy. I go to places and I see a weirdo sitting across the restaurant and I stare. Yes, and I don't give a. Well, I mean, if they look back at me, I do this. But I stare at weird people and I analyze them and I'm like, I start coming up with a backstory, like where did they come from before coming to this restaurant, or who the fuck raised them to wear that outfit? Like, are they from this country? Are they? I take people apart, amazing. And then if it's someone like when I was a kid in school, I would do the same thing, but I'd have to see these people every day. So there's a weird teacher, I'd break them down, and then every day I would just continue. I wouldn't listen to shit they were saying, but I'd break them down because they sounded funny. They talked something about them. They looked like a Tim Burton character, or they had a weird growth or something. I would just, and I just feel like I can create characters because certain people will make me think enough to where I start obsessing over elements about them. It's almost like a form of admiration where someone who's so bizarre to me, whether it's their personality or their physical appearance, that I almost obsess about how they exist, and then I just can't help but create an entity based around my admiration. So like, let's say I see someone and maybe they're not that exciting, but something about them that I see, I try and create a character that is just the thing I see about them.
Well, they're like your muse.
My muse, 100%. Yeah. My muse.
Art Mi Soleil says, as the channel is getting darker, will we see more horror genre videos?
Yes, 100%. That's why I love horror so much. I did comedy for so long because that's what made me blow up. But
really?
Horror and comedy are parallel genres. They're both genres are very, very similar. They're genres that focus on build, punchline or scare.
Yeah.
And they both genres that focus in shock and disgust. Mm-hmm. And I feel like if you can write good comedy, you can write great horror. And I've been dying to write something scary. So I've been kind of going in that direction. My videos have been getting a little creepier.
I like it. You've never seen my scary reaction, like if someone's about to hurt me or kill me.
Well, I did see you in a cell. I did see you as a prisoner.
Stop! No!
Where's the Oscar? Where's the Oscar?
Bryce's board asks, what do you do when you're not shooting videos?
Thinking about what I'm going to shoot next, or hanging out with Shira, being in her videos. No, I hang out with. I have a very simple life. I hang out with friends. I smoke pot. I drink coffee. I go to the gym. I hike, and occasionally, when I feel inspired, I write and I make videos. And my whole life revolves around the videos, though. Everything else is just simple.
Well, Brandon, you are fabulous. Thanks so much for your time, and thanks for trying on weird masks with me.
Thank you for having me.
I hope your skin feels better.
Oh, it feels great. It feels like a snail's ass.
Be sure to follow Brandon everywhere. Here.
Yeah. Well, not physically, on platforms that you're nowhere near.
This is where to find him. Be sure to follow me for more. And let us know who else we should be featuring on Unmasked. Who do you want to see wear masks and talk about themselves?
Greta Thunberg. Let's find out who that bitch is.
See you soon.